Hello. Hello, you beautiful soul. So, I had a message today for somebody who might subconsciously have a fear. I said fear of intimacy, right? I was talking to Spirit earlier because I've seen this happen. I've seen people struggle with this recently. And trust me, I understand because I've been here. Like, I have been, I've been here, trust me. So, we were talking about how on this spiritual journey, right? And like throughout our awakening, we go through different phases, different stages. And, you kind of get to a point where you begin to filter out or source or, the universe, whether you do it consciously or it starts to fall off, things start to fall away from you, right? And, old relationships, old patterns, friendships, whatever. And in this process, you kind of get into like a hermit mode, right? You go into like this hermit mode, this hermit phase where 111, as I was saying this, where you learn to find yourself, right? And you get in touch with you, right? You find who you are, right? Which is consciousness, right? You go down this path and you get to where you feel really, really comfortable inside of this hermit mode, right? And it's a wonderful place to be. It's very much necessary, and it's such a necessary part of the process and the journey, right? But it can be a little bit dangerous. We'll say that if you get stuck there, okay. And I don't say dangerous in a way of like, oh no, it's the worst thing ever. It's just it creates stagnancy, right? Because there could be something that's blocking you subconsciously and it be a fear of intimacy, okay? Because I know a lot of people truly do crave intimacy. That's what we want here as people, is like opportunities to be intimate with each other, right? And not in a sexual way. I mean, just togetherness, right? And being able to be authentic expressions of source, and creation and all this stuff. So, yeah, so so what can happen sometimes is you can get so far deep into this hermit mode, into this like oneness where you you kind of get a little bit too reliant on maybe your guides or just being self-reliant, right? And not experiencing other people in this reality, right? Because and we all know we've been through it where yeah, you met a lot of really yucky energies and really yucky people, and you're like, I feel like I would rather not. I would rather just not. I would rather not interact with people and all this stuff. And yeah, that was, like I said, that's very necessary. It's an important part of the process because in that time you are learning to discern what is healthy for you, what it is that you like, what you dislike, and this and this and this, right? Three through three as I'm saying this. And you learn to balance your energies. And sometimes what can happen is like we can get a little bit gun shy, right? Whenever it's time to step out of this hermit mode and it's time to make new connections and meet new people, right? You can almost get trapped in like the shadow aspect of spirituality, right? Which is like having this spiritual ego where you're almost like, I'm not really interested in people, right? But it's like, hello, we're all the same source, we're all people too, right? And that doesn't mean that you just go out and be friends with everybody and you interact with everybody and you are intimate with everybody. But it just gets to a point where you begin to open up, okay? You begin to open up your heart and open up to experiences of expression and intimacy that has nothing to do with romance, right? Or even if it does, like even if this is like a romantic thing, maybe you didn't, even in past relationships, maybe you were never truly intimate there, right? So you don't even know where to start. I know people like that too. Um, but either way, there's just this strong desire that we have as people to be in communities, you know? And that's what, like the star seeds, the light workers and stuff, like we came here to build these communities. And yeah, we had to tear down the old, you know, patterns, right? And these programmings and conditionings and stuff that weren't suiting us in terms of intimacy and relationships with other people, right? Other perspectives of source energy, because that's all that we are, just different perspectives, right? So whenever you get so trapped into this like hermit mode and self-reliance stage, it can just be a little bit dangerous because we actually do need interactions with other people, right? And it's healthy for us to be intimate and share and experience different perspectives, okay? Because like we're all just different perspectives. And you get to a point where you can go out and socialize, right? And see all these different perspectives and appreciate them. And whenever you see some or one or whatever that you would like to interact with or experience, you do that, you know? And you can be open to it and you're non-judgmental and you can just be the observer and have this experience and still be a person here, you know? Because like, yes, you're a soul and you're a spirit having this human experience, but that's the whole key point, is that you're having this human experience, you know? So yes, you go into these dark nights of the soul and into hermit modes, but eventually you have to climb out of it and you have to interact with other people, right? So if you're feeling a block, I almost forgot. I did a collective, like sacral chakra healing activation for whoever was willing to receive, right? I called on all my angels and they all know who's going to see and who wishes to receive this work that I did. Oh my gosh, when I say it took like almost 2 hours for me to do a block, and I'll be honest, I don't get excited whenever I have to do block removals because it takes so much time. It takes so much time. It just is like it's a commitment, you know, especially when I'm here by myself doing it just for God. Like, who do I have to answer to but to God? I mean, obviously I'm going to do it because like, right? But I have to hold myself accountable and sit there and do the thing. So I did. So if you're willing to receive this healing that I did, it's there, and just claim it, you know, it's done. I already did it. But yes, it was because of this message, because I was sitting with spirit and spirit's like, hey sis, there's a block in terms of intimacy, right? And what does intimacy truly mean? You know, like people want to make things about romance and sexuality all the time, and that is where things can go so wrong. We can be intimate with our friends, we can be intimate with our family, you know, be authentic and express our love and our genuine appreciation and respect for one another, you know? It's so important. And we have to be open and receptive to that, right? To people wanting to connect with us if they are of, you know, of worth and value in terms of what they have to offer to you. You know, don't be afraid to make connections and be intimate with people, especially if you meet people that you have connections with. You know, spirit puts these people in your life that you can connect with for opportunities for you to learn and grow and evolve. But you're not going to learn and grow and evolve with these other perspectives if you don't interact with them. Okay? So there's that. I love you so much. Whoever this is for, you're so amazing and you're so worthy to be seen and known and appreciated, right? And you deserve intimacy and authentic expressions, you know? I'm the weirdo. I mean, I tell you guys all the time on here, I love you. I love you so much. I love everybody so, so much. And I tell people that all the time. I tell complete strangers all the time, I love you. It makes some people uncomfortable, I'll be honest. Some people get really uncomfortable about it. But some people don't, and it's cool. Either way, I don't expect anything in return. I just tell them, like, I love you. I see you. I love you. You know, I'm not afraid to express myself and the love and gratitude and appreciation that I have for people. And Spirit doesn't want any of us to be that way. Okay, so if you're coming out of hermit mode, um, accept this gift that Spirit had for me to do this removal, this block removal and healing work for sacral blocks, so that this energy can rise, right? Like if you're going through this Kundalini awakening, you want these chakra centers to be activated, right? So there's that. Anyways, I love you. I love you. I love you. You're so amazing. You're so beautiful. And yes, hit the like button if you didn't already. Subscribe if you like the way I channel. And yes,